Right now, after initially voting no to a proposal with the state legislature to greenlight funding, the UW Board of Regents reverses course. We have reaction to the decision and what it means for some UW employees.
Plus, some of you could see your property taxes going up. We take a look at how high they're increasing and why it may not impact your bill.
And families of the hostages held by Hamas meet with the president, what they're saying about the effort to bring their loved ones home. It's all ahead on News 3 Now at 10. And good evening. Thanks for joining us. We begin with the Universities of Wisconsin Board of Regents approving a deal that will unlock crucial money for building improvements and also pay raises for UW employees. Now, the catch? System schools have to freeze hiring positions in diversity, equity, and inclusion for the next 3 years and transfer a third of those DEI employees to other positions.
It's a process UW officials have called arduous. On Saturday, the Regents actually voted down the proposal. Political reporter Will Keneally has more on what led to this yes vote.
The vote we saw here tonight was a reversal of what we saw on Saturday, with multiple regions changing their vote to support the proposal.
I don't love this deal. I don't even like this deal.
But in the end, enough regions supported this key funding deal to get it across the finish line, after the board surprised most by voting down the proposal this weekend. That included a few key regions flipping their vote.
After further discussions with stakeholders, many stakeholders from every campus, I have decided to support this resolution.
At issue for the regions was whether they could have gotten a better deal, whether funding for things like a new engineering building at UW-Madison could have come without the DEI trade-offs. But some regions argued tonight they could still remain committed to those DEI goals despite supporting this proposal.
What we do versus what we say is more important, and actions will speak louder than words. And we know that we as a board, all of us, can influence how we move forward, and I'm confident that we will.
DEI has been a lightning rod for Republican lawmakers, many of whom wanted even further cuts.
The public in Wisconsin finally is seeing how truly woke, how truly out of touch our university system is, which is why Republicans and conservatives have been fighting for reforms.
But I think it is critical, if we are going to lead and if we are going to govern, that we need to be able to make compromises with the legislature that controls a lot of our funding, and we will continue to do that.
And that was Will Keneally reporting. The funds will be voted on in the state legislature by the end of the year.
And meanwhile, Governor Tony Evers not happy about the deal's approval, saying in a statement, quote, "This vote today represents a vast overreach by a group of Republicans who have grown exceedingly comfortable overextending, manipulating, and abusing their power to control, subvert, and obstruct basic functions of government. I disagree with the Regents' decision today."
UW Chancellor Jennifer Mnuchin also releasing a statement. In it, she says, "Compromise is never easy, and this compromise is far from perfect. But I continue to believe this pathway will permit us to hold on to our core values, including our firm commitments to diversity and belonging, while also allowing us to move forward."
At the state capitol today, lawmakers proposed bills that would enshrine marriage equality in the state constitution. The LGBTQ+ caucus introduced the plans this morning. Their first proposal would remove language in the Constitution that defines marriage as only between a man and woman. The second would make technical updates to the law to ensure that same-sex and different-sex couples are treated equally. The proposal would also make adoption laws in Wisconsin inclusive to same-sex parents. That would ultimately reduce legal fees for LGBTQ+ couples.
Meanwhile, the U.S. Supreme Court says it will consider whether to restrict the use of mifepristone, a widely used abortion pill used in combination with another drug as one of the most common abortion methods in the country. The dispute centers on the FDA's authority to regulate the medication, first approved in 2000. The nation's medical community has approved mifepristone to be safe and effective, but opponents say the FDA didn't do enough to study its implications. The U.S. Supreme Court is expected to make its mifepristone ruling by next July, just months before the 2024 presidential election. Well, believe it or not, tomorrow's temperatures are going to be even warmer than today's. Let's check the first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
Yeah, kind of an interesting day today. Our temperatures last night were colder than we expected, but the daytime high temperatures were actually a little warmer than expected. The time-lapse from the Platteville Queen Bee Radio Skycam shows a few clouds this morning, bright sunshine through much of the day, a few clouds this afternoon, but skies have cleared out very nicely tonight. As we check out Doppler track, Wisconsin precipitation free. That has been a trend that we've seen through much of the fall and into the early part of meteorological winter starting December 1st. Low temperatures this morning, kind of cold. Madison 14, Janesville 16. Many locations saw temperatures in the teens away from Lake Michigan. But look at how far those temperatures warmed up today. We went from 14 in Madison to 41 for a high. Janesville hit 43 and La Crosse is close to 50. Right now, temperatures are in the middle 30s in Madison. A few places are in the mid-20s to lower 30s. These temperatures will probably hold steady overnight. Here in Dane County, right now 33 degrees in Stoughton, 33 in Edgerton, and 35 degrees in Cross Plains. Look for mostly clear skies overnight. Low dropping to 29 around midnight, and then those temperatures holding nearly steady overnight. Tomorrow should be even milder than today, but is there any rain or snow in our forecast? I'll take a look at that in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. It's not just holiday shopping bills you'll be seeing in the mail this month.
Property owners across the state are already finding out how much they will have to pay in property taxes this year, and the numbers might surprise you. Braden Ross joins us to explain. Braden?
Yeah, property tax rates are going up across Wisconsin, with this year seeing one of the most significant increases since the 2008 recession. But that doesn't necessarily mean your bill is going up.
We are, I think, confident in saying that's going to be the largest increase since the Great Recession.
A new report by the Wisconsin Policy Forum estimates gross property taxes across Wisconsin this year will rise by almost 5%.
We're mainly talking about school districts, your municipality, so your city, village, or town that you would reside in or that the property is located in, and then counties.
School districts across the state are projected to take in almost $300 million more than they did last year.
The statewide number for all school district property taxes was about 5.4%, compared to an 8% increase for the Madison School District.
Dane County is also seeing one of the largest increases of any county levy in the state at a 13.8% increase.
That's quite significant.
So why the rise? Well, for one, inflation.
For school districts, their single biggest expenditure by far is teacher and staff salaries and benefits. And it has become a challenge for a lot of school districts to retain their teachers and their staff because of what inflation is doing.
This year's state budget also raised the limit on how much school districts are allowed to take in. But there is good news for your wallet.
These state tax credits are effectively going to reduce or buy down that increase.
Not just that, but the state's record $7 billion budget surplus could also play into future relief.
We do think that this warrants at least perhaps some discussion by state leaders and state policymakers about what role the surplus might play in potential property tax relief.
Now, this latest increase comes even as local governments saw a funding boost from the state government in this year's budget. Right now, Wisconsin expects to end the current budget system in 2025 with around $4 billion in the general fund and another almost $2 billion in its rainy day fund.
Braden, thank you. Today, the Federal Reserve wrapped up its meeting on interest rates after deciding to leave them alone once again. A report put out Tuesday showed inflation is at 3.1%. That's much lower than the 2022 peak of 9.1%. And this is the third time in a row there hasn't been a rate increase. So when will the rate cuts come into play in terms of rates going down? Well, board projections say 3 small rate cuts might be on the way in the new year, but analysts say the economy needs to weaken first.
Seeing a labor market that is coming back into balance by so many measures, and we're seeing inflation making real progress. These are the things we've been wanting to see. We can't know. We still have a ways to go. No one is declaring victory. That would be premature. These projections are not a committee decision or plan. If the economy does not evolve as projected, the path of policy will adjust.
And the Fed will make its next decision on rates in late January.
First responders in Madison are trying to figure out what caused a gas leak inside a duplex last night. It happened on the 600 block of North Street around 9:40. High levels of natural gas and carbon monoxide were detected in the basement. The gas was turned off, and thankfully no one inside needed to be taken to the hospital. The people living in the building had to find a different place to stay for the night due to the utility shutdown.
A newly passed law will allow parents to anonymously and safely surrender their newborns at fire stations, police stations, and hospitals. It's known as the Baby Box Bill. It was proposed after a newborn was found dead in a cornfield back in March. And now the Edgerton Fire District plans on installing its own baby box, hoping to lend a helping hand by spreading awareness.
People who are in that situation where they may have a child that they want to surrender, they need to know that these boxes are out there.
The Edgerton Fire District will be working with consultants to finalize where the baby boxes will be.
Family members of American hostages taken by Hamas met with President Biden and Secretary of State Antony Blinken today for an update on what the U.S. is doing to release their loved ones. Families who are still waiting for answers say they are confident the administration is doing what it can, but declined to disclose details of the private meeting. Family members here and abroad are demanding action from their governments while praying for a holiday miracle.
The U.S. administration is completely committed to getting the hostages out, the 8 Americans who remain there and the other nearly 130.
We would love all of our loved ones to come back and be with us for Christmas. So when you talk about the
At the White House, family members of the hostages praised lawmakers in Congress for being supportive from both sides of the aisle.
Still more ahead on News 3 Now at 10, including Gary's complete look at your forecast. Will we see any snow in time for Christmas?
Plus, lawmakers in the House vote to launch an impeachment inquiry into President Biden. What this means for him heading into an election year.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the Best Evening Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Mercedes and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings going on now at Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
It's that time of year again, America. So let's light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology, space, and flexibility for any season. Get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks. And make the holidays bright with Ford. Choose FlexBuy on a new Ford SUV and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $3,500 FlexBuy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Pick and Save gives you so many ways to save, on top of our lower-than-low prices. Enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Plus, our weekly sales will keep your budget merry and bright. So get rewarded and save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
It's a robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build the habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward. Ingenious.
Sardine Fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
BMO. Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CRV. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Mercedes and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings going on now at Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
Grammy nominee for Album of the Year. It's the one and only Janelle Monáe. Then, in 2 days, the cast of The Color Purple and Oprah take the Jennifer Hudson Show.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. The Republican-led House of Representatives has taken its strongest step yet into investigating President Joe Biden.
Late Wednesday afternoon, the House passed a resolution formalizing an impeachment inquiry into the president. Emily Schmidt has more on what this means and what comes next.
5-minute vote.
In terms of suspense, the House vote to launch an impeachment inquiry into President Biden had little.
I think it's going to pass.
It did pass, with only Republicans voting to formalize investigating any presidential misdeeds and any connections to his son Hunter's business dealings.
For months, the White House and Hunter Biden have been stonewalling our investigation, trying to hide the truth. And this stonewalling is what's caused us to be here today.
The House was already investigating the president. Then House Speaker Kevin McCarthy launched the inquiry in September. But the probe has struggled to uncover wrongdoing by the president.
We have done more in 10 months than law enforcement agencies have done in 5 years.
Today, even a senior Republican senator says the House doesn't yet have evidence to impeach.
I'm going to just follow the facts where they are.
The Biden impeachment investigation is not a whodunit, it's a what is it?
Democrat Jamie Raskin, the lead impeachment manager in President Trump's January 6th related impeachment, says the GOP is trying to create a dark cloud for Biden before the election.
They have no evidence of him committing any offense, much less an impeachable offense.
Should your son have defied the subpoena?
The president ignored questions about the vote. His son, who defied Republican investigators' subpoena Wednesday, said this.
There's no evidence to support the allegations that my father was financially involved in my business because it did not happen.
This move gives committees more clout to ask questions and more to show voters they're tough on a president. In Washington, Emily Schmidt, News 3 Now.
Speaking in Washington today, Hunter Biden said he would testify publicly, but not behind closed doors in a Republican-led impeachment inquiry. House Oversight Chair James Comer and House Judiciary Chair Jim Jordan now say they will start contempt proceedings against Hunter Biden. A federal judge is pausing procedural deadlines in former President Trump's election interference case. This amid an appeal over presidential immunity. The judge acknowledged she no longer has jurisdiction over some aspects of the case until the issue of immunity is resolved. On Monday, Special Counsel Jack Smith asked the Supreme Court to decide whether Trump was immune from criminal prosecution for alleged crimes he committed while in office. Judge Chutkan also acknowledged the March 4th trial start date could be affected as a result of the appeals.
Tech giant Apple is trying to keep thieves away from your personal information. The company is currently working on a feature that'll make it harder for thieves to get into your devices. On top of all the security measures users currently have, the stolen device protection feature will add biometrics, which means users will have to scan their face or use their fingerprint to access data. The feature will be available for all iPhone users to opt into. It'll be part of an upcoming software update. These warmer temps won't be going away anytime soon. Gary joins us now. Complete look at the forecast.
Well, one nice thing is tonight we've got clear skies, and that could allow good viewing for the Geminid meteor shower. That kind of peaks during the day tomorrow for us. It's on the other side of the world where it would peak, but we still could be looking at some pretty good meteor showers later on tonight. So tomorrow evening, also a possibility, but you need to look to the northeast, generally between about midnight and 2 a.m., probably the best viewing around here. There's not much of a moon, so that's good. But again, the peak rate of 120 per hour will be for people who live on the other side of the world, where it'll be dark when the meteor shower reaches its peak. But still, we could be looking at somewhere between about 50 and 60 per hour during the 12 midnight to 2 a.m. range. Our first warm weather picture for today comes from Dan Hansel in Richland County. Beautiful, colorful sunset there. Not much snow on the ground, though. In fact, no snow on the ground. Send us your pictures to right through the First Warn Weather and Traffic Act, or you can send them to firstwarn@WISC-TV.com, and we'll show one every night on the air. 3 things you need to know. High temperatures up around 50 degrees tomorrow. Average high temperature is about freezing. Showers late Friday night into Saturday, mainly in the form of rain. There could be a little mixed precipitation north of Madison, and then dry weather from Sunday through Thursday of next week. And some of the latest computer model forecasts now make Friday and Saturday, right up before Christmas Eve, dry as well. Look at the temperatures. Average high temperature 33 dropping to 31, and we're looking at high temperatures at or above 40 every single day into next weekend. 8 to 14-day temperature outlook, above normal temperatures across the entire country except for southern Florida. Best chances right here in the Midwest, and below normal precipitation through much of the northern part of the country as a quiet weather pattern continues in our part of the country. Snow on the ground, very little, mainly in the northern part of the state. Nothing here in southern Wisconsin. About 20% of the country has snow cover compared to about a 40% coverage that we normally have. As far as the probabilities for a white Christmas here in Madison, about a 60% chance historically. Northern portions of the state, about a 90% chance. They might not see one this year. In fact, the longer-range computer model forecast show an inch or two of snow, mainly from Friday night into Saturday in northern Wisconsin. A lot of that would melt. The other longer-range computer model, pretty much the same story. A couple of inches up in northern Wisconsin, but nothing here in the southern part of the state. And you can see on Weather Track, right now our upper-level winds are from the north, but notice the jet stream pushing well to the north into Canada. That's milder Pacific air that's heading in our direction, and that'll keep our temperatures above average for the foreseeable future. Planning your day for tomorrow, temperatures start out in the upper 20s around 6 a.m. By 9 a.m., we're in the mid-30s across most of southern Wisconsin. Temperatures soar into the middle 40s by noon. Today, we had a high temperature of 41, and look for high temperatures tomorrow. Close to 50. A few places out west may hit the 50-degree mark. Planning your day here in Dane County, high 49 in Oregon, 49 in Monona, 46 in Marshall, with mostly sunny skies. Rest of southern Wisconsin, 49 La Crosse, 48 in Prairie du Chien, 45 for the high temperature in Janesville. Tomorrow, here in Madison, mostly sunny skies, high temperature 49 degrees. First warn 7 to 10 day forecast. 46 on Friday, clouds move in. We'll see some showers later Friday night into Saturday. Could mix a little snow north of Madison, but with high temperatures in the 40s, even if anything sticks to the ground early in the morning, it'll melt during the day. And you can see temperatures at or above 40 all the way through next week. Maybe a chance for a shower Friday or Saturday of next weekend, right before Christmas. But right now, even those chances are starting to go down.
Actor Anthony Anderson will be hosting the 75th Emmy Awards next month. Anderson is no stranger to the show, having received 7 consecutive Emmy nominations for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series. He follows in the footsteps of fellow comedian Kenan Thompson, who hosted in 2022. This year's show was originally supposed to take place in September, but got postponed due to the actors and writers' strikes. It will now air live on January 15th.
And coming up in sports, history made in Milwaukee. The record Giannis broke, and then some. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What did you get?
A 94.
That's good. AAA Auto Insurance scored a 94 on member satisfaction.
What? AAA Auto Insurance?
Uh-huh. Shh. You can't shush the truth, people. You can't shush the truth.
AAA Auto Insurance. Expect something more.
Get special offers on select 2024 RX 350 all-wheel drive models.
Salonpas, makers of powerful pain relief patches for 89 years, believes in continuous improvement, like rounded corners that resist peeling, with an array of active ingredients and sizes to relieve your pain. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Roast beef. 4 for $10. Yeah, you know. That classic Arby's. Roast beef. Roast beef. 4 for $10. Arby's. We have the meat.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Need last-minute gifts? Don't miss the Hy-Vee one-day gift card sale, Friday, December 15th. Get a free $10 Hy-Vee gift card for every $100 you spend on select gift cards. Gift cards make the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Get a free $10 Hy-Vee gift card for every $100 you spend on select gift cards. One day only, Friday, December 15th, during the Hy-Vee one-day gift card sale.
Swipe.
We'll take your first month's lease payment on select 2023 GX460 models.
What did you get?
A 94. That's good. AAA Auto Insurance scored a 94 on member satisfaction.
What? AAA Auto Insurance?
Uh-huh. You can't shush the truth, people. You can't shush the truth.
AAA Auto Insurance. Expect something more.
The Wisconsin volleyball team is less than 24 hours away from taking the court for their Final Four matchup against Texas in a battle between the last two national champs. And the big stage is nothing new for this team. Kelly Sheffield has made it a point to play anybody, anywhere. And in the non-conference, they got a taste of a different arena, Pfizer Forum, when they took on Marquette. And the Badgers say having that experience will help them on Thursday.
We always try and grow the sport and have those games where you have, 17, 18,000 people out there. And so I think having that under our belt is definitely good to have going into this.
Playing in a different arena like that, playing in a convention center, like a bigger arena with like different depths, playing in front of so many fans, playing here every night, is just something that helps so much when we travel on the road, having like sold out crowds.
10 games into their season, and Greg Gard has his team 7-3. They've played some big-time competition and played well against them, and they've also taken a couple of lumps. But this group has shown their ability to bounce back. And when they're getting to the free throw line, playing good defense and rebounding, they can play with some of the best teams in the country, something they've learned along the way.
What I learned, we had a lot of challenges, obviously. We played really good teams, and obviously we saw against Marquette we can be really, really good. Just got to keep working defensively, and everything will come.
It just kind of showed that the hard work we put in over the summer paid off. I think after the first two, we kind of had a little bit of doubts and looking around, and we didn't want to have what happened last year happen again this year. And we all kind of, as a group, came together and knew that's not the year we wanted to have this year.
Wisconsin native Tyrese Halliburton back in his home state taking on the Bucks, but the night was all about Giannis. The big man takes it to the rack for two, and those were a big two as they got him a new career high of 56 points, but he wasn't done. He passed Michael Redd for most points in Bucks history in a single game, and he'd finish with 64 points. Bucks go on to win 140-126. The Wisconsin women bounced back in a big way after their loss to Iowa. Sarah Williams and Deanna Jimenez combined for 41 points in UW's 78-55 road win over St. Thomas. After 3 seasons at Wisconsin, Jordan Turner has decided to enter his name in the transfer portal. In 30 games he played as a Badger, Turner racked up 135 tackles, 12.5 TFLs, 5 sacks, and 3 interceptions. Off the field, he made an impact to teaming up with the Road Home to provide backpacks filled with school supplies for local kids. And Tanner Bortolini made it official. He's headed to the NFL. News broke last night that the Badger center accepted an invite to the Reese's Senior Bowl, meaning he wouldn't be returning for a 5th season in Madison, and he won't. Instead, he'll test his O-line skills at the next level. We're back after this.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round. RG Heating and AC.
Embrace the season of giving at the Century House. Donate $50 or more to charity and get $200 off any stressless recliner with power, any stressless recliner and ottoman, or any stressless home office chair. Or get $200 off each stressless sofa seat, or $400 off all stressless Mayfair recliners and ottomans in all Paloma leather colors. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
It's time to light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Get our best offers and choose from a huge selection of Ford F-150 trucks with the capability, convenience, and technology to help bring us together. Wow. Discover how Ford F-150 can make the holidays bright. Choose FlexBuy on a new Ford F-150 and get 2.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $2,500 FlexBuy cash only at your local Ford dealer.
Stella uses AT&T for her internet and mobile service. Abby has Spectrum One. The difference is big. With AT&T, Stella pays a lot more.
I do?
It's $110 a month for AT&T internet and an AT&T unlimited extra line.
Plus monthly fees. Ouch.
With Spectrum One, Abby gets big savings. Spectrum internet with the most reliable internet speeds.
It's really fast.
Advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced privacy and security, and an unlimited mobile line with nationwide 5G, all with no added taxes or hidden fees. Now you can get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and a free unlimited mobile line.
That's a good deal. I know.
With Spectrum One, Abby is saving big, over $75 a month. That's over $900 in savings. So Stella, what do you think?
I'm switching to Spectrum.
Spectrum One is a big deal. Call 800-872-0180. Visit spectrum.com or a Spectrum store today.
Willie Street Co-op has the perfect gift for every foodie on your list. Our seasonal gifts feature thoughtful selections of great goodies like culinary delights for your favorite gourmand or treats for the sweet tooth in your life and special items for the host with the most. We even have gift ideas for kids. And the best part is every time you purchase one of these seasonal items, you're supporting fair trade, local, and natural vendors. Be an amazing gift giver and do a world of good with Willie Street Co-op this holiday season. Willie Street Co-op. Everyone is welcome.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
Happy holidays from all of us at WISC-TV.
Tonight on The Late Show, Jason Momoa and an adorable puppy. One of them starred in Aquaman 2. Tune in to find out which.
New tonight on CBS.
Finally tonight, do you like to go on cruises? Well, how about spending 3.5 years at sea?
No, thank you. Nope.
This is the deal. Long-term cruise startup Villavai Residences is currently offering. The ship named Villavai Odyssey sets sail in May of next year for a journey around the world. It can host 924 passengers across 485 cabins, 8 decks, a wraparound promenade, and an enlarged pool. The ship also has 3 restaurants, 8 bars, 4 lounges, a spa, fitness center, library, and medical center.
That's why Gary's retaring. He's got a 3.5-year holiday vacation.
You got a big gig here.
You like those cruises. I don't know about 3.5 years.
But not 3.5 years, yeah. Tonight, temperatures are in the middle 30s. They'll stay nearly steady overnight.
Have a good night, folks. Thanks for joining us.
Do something good. We'll see you back here tomorrow.